So when you think about saving for retirement, you typically think about IRAs, 401ks, and other types of retirement accounts. Now, these kinds of accounts can be inherently limiting because they typically only allow you to invest in things like stocks or mutual funds. But what if you want to invest in other types of asset classes in your retirement accounts that aren't just limited to stocks and bonds? Maybe buying some real estate or cryptocurrency. Well, Rocket Dollar was founded in 2018 with the mission to allow people to invest their retirement dollars in other asset classes outside of just your traditional stocks and mutual funds. But is Rocket Dollar actually for you? Well, in this video review, we're going to dive deep into the service, exactly how they function, what they offer, and the costs associated with everything offered on the platform. So without further ado, let's dive right on into it. And if at any point during the video you want to support the channel, we have a link to Rocket Dollar in the description and pinned comment below that will help the channel out, so feel free to use that. Now, first off, what actually is Rocket Dollar? Well, Rocket Dollar is a financial services company that was founded in 2018 in Austin, Texas. The company's stated mission is, we're here to make it safe, simple, and fast for people to take control of their retirement savings. And they do that through offering something called a self-directed retirement account. Now, many people will have never heard of a self-directed retirement account before, so let's dive into exactly how those work. Well, as the name would suggest, a self-directed retirement account is one that you as the investor have more control over than your standard 401k or IRA account. And this control really comes in the form of the different types of assets you're able to invest in within this particular account. Like we said before, most retirement accounts are limited to stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, and really just your cookie cutter investments. With a self-directed plan though, you can invest in most anything you can think of, from real estate to cryptocurrencies to small businesses. The world is really your oyster when it comes to self-directed accounts. But these plans really aren't for everyone. You need to have a deep understanding of the assets you are trying to buy, and one of the reasons why your standard retirement accounts don't allow you to invest in things outside of stocks and mutual funds is because that is very risky, especially if you don't fully understand what you're doing. But that being said, let's dive into the 4 different account types that are offered on Rocket Dollar. First off, you've got your traditional IRA. Now this is going to have the same tax consequences and rules as any other traditional IRA would. The difference though is that you can invest in virtually any asset class you would like. Next, you've got your Roth IRA. Again, same rules as your normal Roth IRA, except your selection of assets is now much wider. Next, you've got a SEP IRA. Now, this is a plan for self-employed individuals or small business owners where contributions are made by the employer. And then lastly, you've got a solo 401k. Now, this is another self-employed or small business retirement account, but the contributions can be made by either the employer or the employee. Each of these accounts can be funded by an initial deposit, a transfer, or a rollover from an existing retirement account elsewhere. Now, once you've chosen your account and got it funded, what kind of assets can you invest in within Rocket Dollar? Well, like I said, if you can think of it, it's probably possible on the platform. A couple examples of assets you can invest in include stocks and bonds, real estate, cryptocurrencies, peer-to-peer lending, private equity, precious metals, and the list kind of goes on and on. The key thing to note is that these accounts are highly versatile and you're not going to be limited to the cookie cutter investments that a normal retirement account would offer. But it's important to note that this is not a free service, okay? Rocket Dollar is not a free service to use. You're going to have to pay a little bit of money in order to use the platform, and there are a couple different tiers that you can be on, so let's discuss those right now. First, they've got their core plan, and then second, they've got their gold plan. So with the core plan, you're looking at a $15 per month cost, plus a $360 one-time setup fee in order to get your account all set up. With the gold plan, you're looking at just about double that, with a $30 per month fee and a $600 setup fee. Now, the core account is going to include all of the features that we've discussed so far. You're going to have a fully functioning self-directed IRA, but with the gold account, you're going to get a couple more additional bells and whistles that might make the account more appealing to you. This includes expedited service and transfers, 4 free wire transfers per year, a physical Rocket Dollar account debit card, a custom named LLC, priority support, and additional support with tax filing forms that might be associated with any transactions that you are doing in these particular accounts. Because with retirement accounts, there are a lot of different tax forms and hoops you have to jump through. So with the gold plan, there's going to be a bit more hand-holding there. So tying everything together here, what is our final verdict on Rocket Dollar? Well, if you're thinking about retirement, which you probably should be, you might run into the issue that you can't quite invest in all the different assets that you want to invest in with your retirement dollars. that is where Rocket Dollar comes in, and that is where their real value proposition is at. Rocket Dollar is going to open up your retirement money to a whole host of asset classes that might be attractive to you if you are feeling kind of stifled by stocks, bonds, and mutual. Getting started with Rocket Dollar is pretty simple, and it usually takes about 10 minutes to get up and running on the platform. After signing up and making that initial deposit, you're going to be all set to start making your investment decisions and buying up any kind of asset that you want to in this Rocket Dollar account. Now, if you want to sign up for Rocket Dollar, again, we've got that link in the description and pinned comment below that will help to support the channel. And if you want a full comprehensive written review of Rocket Dollar, we've got that over on our website, investingsimple.com. The easiest way to find that is to head on over to Google, search for Rocket Dollar Review, and then click on the link for investingsimple.com. We'll see you over there.